Welcome inside the Mike Delivers Patreon page. Thank you for stopping by. If you did it by accident, hey, welcome to all the fun. So Mike Delivers podcast is available on all major platforms where you can find podcasts. But here, we're inside the Patreon page. Let me give a little background first of what Mike Delivers is, the podcast, the concept, before I even divulge more into what the juicy info and all the fun stuff you can get here on the Patreon page. First off, I talk about my adventures for my wife's 2017 Toyota RAV4. Let's go all the way back to May. Morning show producer for CBS Sports Radio, needed something to do in the afternoon, needed extra work. So my wife said, why don't you become a DoorDash driver? Why don't you become an Uber Eats driver? Tried to get on DoorDash, wouldn't let me in. Ended up getting in on Uber Eats. I said, you know what? Fine. I'm a morning show producer. But the benefit of that is like when 11, 12 o'clock rolls around, I am completely free to have the whole afternoon off. And that's when I said, okay, let me try it. I have all this time off. Let me be an Uber Eats driver. So I tried it. And honestly, I ended up falling in love with it and really enjoying doing it. From that, I started delivering to people and seeing them in their underwear, delivering to people and getting angry. But the common theme from everything from my deliveries was, I've got all these stories to share from the road. Why not create a podcast? And that's where Basketball Drives came. Yes, Basketball Drives, the original name for this podcast. Talked about basketball, talked about all my deliveries. But fast forward through time as it evolved, it now has become Mike Delivers, where I talk about my stories from the road. I interview different people that are all over the food spectrum, celebrities, friends, and I even talk a little basketball as well. Recently, just had Richard Jefferson on the podcast, which you can listen to, all super exciting. So let's go back to the Patreon page. What I want to do here on the Patreon page is take the stories from the road and take it to the next level. You got two different tiers here, and in these tiers, you can support Mike Delivers and help it grow and become the great podcast that it's meant to be. So welcome here. Welcome inside the Patreon page for Mike Delivers. Enjoy the tiers, enjoy the content, and thanks for sticking around.